Hello, my name is Laura Morton, and I am asking for your vote for Judge of the Circuit Court for Carroll County. Why? Because as an attorney with over 23 years of trial experience, I am the best choice. I have been vetted and approved by the trial court's Judicial Nominating Committee. What does this mean? It means that I have interviewed with statewide bar associations and with local attorneys and Carroll County citizens. After going through this very thorough vetting process, I was one of 3 attorneys recommended for the position of Judge of the Circuit Court. Unfortunately, because the appointment process is so political, the current judge was reappointed despite having been voted off the bench by the citizens of Carroll County in 2018. The fact that the will of the people was overruled should anger all Carroll County citizens, Republicans and Democrats. I have extensive trial experience in civil, criminal, and family law. This is important because criminal and family law cases make up the majority of the cases heard in the circuit court. My almost daily presence in the Carroll County courts has allowed me to establish great relationships with the individuals and agencies that ensure our judicial system is fair and effective. For me, justice for all is not a campaign slogan, but a guiding principle. It is why I have donated thousands of hours of free legal services to those who cannot afford an attorney. It is also why I engage in community outreach to assist self-represented litigants know and understand how our legal system works and effectively present their cases. A big issue facing our courts and our community is the repeat offender in criminal cases. As a circuit court judge, I will be tough but fair. It is important to hold individuals responsible for their crimes. It is also important to provide them with the necessary tools to reintegrate into our community as productive members of society when they no longer represent a threat to our residents. This is why I have been a tireless advocate of mental health and addiction treatment services. This is especially true as our community seeks to confront and overcome the opioid epidemic. Breaking the cycle of addiction helps reduce recidivism rates and makes our community safer. I am running for Judge of the Circuit Court because I want to serve my community. This ethic of giving back is one that was instilled in me by my parents. My father was a World War II veteran who survived internment in a prisoner of war camp. My mother migrated to the United States legally from Mexico and has been a citizen for over 41 years. Both instilled in me a great pride in my country and the belief that with hard work, anything is possible. Despite having very limited financial resources, I was able to put myself through college, graduate school, and law school. It was not easy, but along the way there were many people and community organizations that gave me a helping hand. Living and working in Carroll County for almost 25 years has been a blessing. This is a community that works hard, cares for each other, and strives to help everyone achieve their goals. Being a circuit court judge would be an honor and a privilege, and would allow me to ensure that access to justice is a reality for all citizens of Carroll County. Finally, having a circuit court bench that reflects all members of the community is important. Our system of justice needs to be fair to all. Having a judge who has experienced the difficulties of poverty, has earned her way, and is dedicated to giving back will bring a fresh and much-needed perspective to the circuit court. It will ensure that the views of all citizens across the political spectrum are well represented, and it will give the community a sense that their faith in our judicial systems is warranted. That is why I am asking all voters, Republican and Democrat, to vote for me, Laura Morton, for Judge of the Circuit Court for Carroll County.
All right. Hi, I'm Judge Richard Titus of the Circuit Court for Carroll County. As the incumbent or sitting judge, I'm asking for your vote in the upcoming primary election. I'm proud of my reputation for being tough but fair in deciding cases before me. I apply the law as it's written without resorting to creative or strained interpretations. I've got a strong work ethic and make sure that all citizens appearing before me for their day in court are given an impartial, full, and fair hearing. I've got 3 decades of legal experience, including more than 3 years as a judge. As a result, unlike either of my challengers, voters need not speculate on what type of judge I might be if elected, because I've already got a proven track record. That track record has earned me endorsements in the law enforcement community, including Sheriff Jim DeWeese and State's Attorney Brian DeLeonardo. I've also earned the endorsement of both the Carroll County and Maryland State Bar Associations. Those in the legal community who have regular dealings with the court system have shown their trust in me. I'm asking you as a voter to do the same. I've lived in Finksburg with my wife Marlene for almost 30 years, where we raised our 2 children. Our kids both attended Carroll County Public Schools from kindergarten through high school, and upon graduating went on to receive college and graduate degrees. I practiced law with the same small general practice law firm on Main Street in Westminster for almost 25 years. Unlike my 2 opponents, I chose not to earn a living as a criminal defense lawyer. Rather, I focused instead on complex civil litigation and transactional law. I represented almost exclusively Carroll County citizens and businesses, including 3 volunteer fire departments and 2 municipalities. I love this community and take seriously my obligation to look out for everyone's safety and well-being. I've undergone the rigorous application, interview, and vetting process of the trial court's nominating commission twice, receiving their highest rating each time. Governor Hogan appointed me, and the Constitution requires you, the voters, to elect me to a full term on the court. In contrast to the application process I went through, which required me to give up my law practice upon being appointed, my opponents simply paid the $50 filing fee and are permitted on the ballot. As one might expect, frequently attorneys who choose to file for election as a judge do so because they were previously unsuccessful when applying. For example, one of my opponents has refused to submit himself to the scrutiny of the application process at all, a fact that should concern any voter. The other applied and was interviewed by Governor Hogan, but when he did not select her, she resorted to attacking the entire application process as being political. However, by filing her challenge, she has actually politicized the office of judge by forcing a true political campaign. Regrettably, this forces judges to act like politicians, putting up signs and engaging in all manner of traditional campaigning. My background demonstrates my qualifications as a judge. I'm no politician, but to ensure the continued quality of justice in Carroll County, I'm asking for your vote and request that you ask your friends to do the same. The ballot does not list me as the incumbent or sitting judge, and my name appears last alphabetically. Therefore, on primary day, remember that they saved the best for last when it comes to judge of the circuit court. Thank you for your time and consideration.